And see if things want to work first try. That would be amazing, honestly. If shit just worked the first try around, that'd be awesome. Alright, we seem to be streaming. Last time we left off, it was before the spotlight. We got Noir's full backstory, well, most of it probably. And now it's finally time to see Anna and Lee. We've been promised Anna and Lee this whole game, this whole time. Bacon with the hoops. A little fucked up. Oop. There we go. Thank you for the hoops, Bacon. It's nice to see ya. It's been a while. Seems I always need water before doing hoops, or otherwise they're just not gonna work right. That's what I'm learning here about myself recently. I always need water. Yeah, there we go.
Wow! Look at all these people! Oh, we should have come earlier. I can hardly see a thing from here.
Enraged man, at it again. He doesn't even sound enraged this time, but you know what? I'll have to trust him. I missed burp, but birds aren't real. Damn, you're right. You're not supposed to know about that. The birds are real in my heart, okay? I see them outside, hopping around, and I'm like, they're real to me. I don't care if it's a myth.
And whose fault is that? You are the one who took ages to get ready. Anyway, at least we haven't missed much. Looks like it just started.
God, I love the lack of voice director in this game. It really shines through when they have people who aren't native English
a new
speakers.
Event this year. I wonder what it is.
The new event will be murder.
Not an event. A film crew is shooting a scene during the parade. Apparently, they already talked to Mr. Shao and said they wouldn't cause any trouble.
Yeah, the trouble's gonna be from other people.
Let's go check it out. Maybe we can get into one of the shots.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly proving my point that the problems are gonna come from other people. This is the busiest time of year in Chinatown. The streets are filled to the brim. Oh. But for those with keen eyes, some outliers can be spotted among the crowd.
This is C2. All clear.
Copy. Group C, all clear. No sign of target. All units, stay in position. Wonder how the Vigil Girl and Eldon are doing.
While they're dying. Having ended the transmission, the officer glances towards a Chinatown restaurant at the street corner. Despite the bustling crowd, the sign on its door reads closed. Closed to cops. We ain't letting those shitheads in. Deputy Chief Eldon's ring. Aw.
Do I really have to go outside like this?
Yes. Deputy Chief Eldon stands awkwardly in front of the mirror, his masculinity shrinking like his dick, as he stares at the brightly colored traditional outfit he's adorned in. I must go sleep now. But I know you are still alive. Yay! Thank you. I've been alive for a while. I'm just, you know, I'm good at hiding, apparently. People do not discover me easy. The man across from him sneers, shattering his last shred of hope to be saved from it.
No, you need to paint your face too. I'm not gonna let you join the parade looking like a weirdo.
I'm not gonna let you join the parade looking like a weirdo.
You're the one who said that the parade needed guards in case there was an attack. Have you changed your mind? I'd be more than happy to kick you out of here.
Hell yeah.
Sorry,
Come up.
but your profiling and a BAU report seemed like a load of crap to me. If someone does attack the parade, I'm sure we can handle it ourselves.
Listen, I won't pretend to understand the meaning behind all this. But what I do understand is that this is one of the most important events of the year for the people of Chinatown.
What I do understand is that there's a murderer on the loose, and they're going to be
Target could strike
killing
at any
today.
time, so we need to be prepared. No one wants to see a celebration turn into a nightmare.
A nightmare.
Why didn't you say that to your men? They are the ones who've ignored the Chinatown all this time.
Well, because racism.
What a hypocrite.
What a hypocrite. He glances at the officers with clear distrust in his eyes. But before tensions can rise anymore, the girl beside him cuts in with a smile.
Aiyah, Uncle Zhao, today's our big day. That sour face of yours is gonna scare this guy straight off.
Oh yes, Ann Lee. Who do you have trapped in there, girl? Whomst is that? It looks like fucking Ash Blossom. And Joyous Spring. God, her voice is so good. Today's our big day.
The past in the past lah. They are doing this for the right reasons. What we've got to lose.
He's so good. Holy shit.
Besides, we could really use a hand right now. They can make up for our manpower shortage.
Shortage? Aren't you like a ghost catcher? Are there ghosts here? The fucking 3D glasses really bring home the design, with it being what looks to be a megaphone. 3D glasses, a captured woman in a jar.
Now, give me a big smile lah.
Big
Before your long
smile,
face
lah.
scares off our good fortune.
Always a sweet talker, aren't you, eh?
Eh? He huffs and glares, but eventually waves it off.
Fine. But you've got to look the part if you're gonna be in the parade. I don't care what your mission is.
I don't care what your mission is. If you ain't slaying, you ain't staying.
Oh, you! Blondie! Tighten your belt, or your pants will fall down when you dance. And the big guy over there! The lining should be under your coat!
None of you know dress code. None of you know etiquette. Disgusting. The famed Chinatown investigator yells corrections to the officers as they do their best to don the traditional attire. His tone is sharp, but surprisingly patient. Seeing his old friend much mellowed from before, Eldon removes his garish headpiece and turns to Anan.
Thanks for all your help, Wesley.
They didn't want to have to draw him in the outfit, so he removed it to talk with the
We
sprite
never
out.
would have been able to join the parade unnoticed if you hadn't persuaded the residents to cooperate with us.
You are welcome lah, sir.
God, she's the character who I most need subtitles for. If there weren't subtitles, I would hear, "You are welcome, Lai-san."
Even though I only came here a few months ago, I've already gotten pretty close to the residents. So, it was pretty easy to convince everyone. Don't worry about it lah.
What is the law? Is that a thing that I don't know about, or is that just her tick? Is that just something she does?
Besides, the Sehua parade is for everyone, whether they're here to watch or dance. We are always happy to have more people join the celebration.
Celebration! Yay!
Uncle Zhao might be a little stubborn, but you know Gala.
Gala.
That's just what he's like. Don't take it personally.
What is this character? We need like a full Anan Lee, I don't know, anecdote We need a whole storyline for her. Please have it be fully voiced. I need it. I need this in my life. I love bad voice acting. It gives me joy. She turns her head, gesturing towards a few unfamiliar faces at the other end of the restaurant.
These guys are arcane detectives and influential people around Chinatown. I told them to all keep an eye out too. There's a saying in Hong Kong, as stupid as the god of longevity who hangs himself. That will be Night Piercer if she comes anywhere near Chinatown.
Uh-huh. If she comes anywhere near Chinatown. As stupid as the god of longevity who hangs himself. Oh, yeah, I guess. What, would that just make the hanging take longer? Like, what is... Maybe I'm the stupid one, I don't get it.
I know everyone here will be grateful if Nightpiercer doesn't show up, but then we'll still have a dangerous criminal with an equally dangerous arcane item on the loose. Nothing's more dangerous than an unexploded bomb. I want to eliminate the threat once and for all.
What's more dangerous than an unexploded bomb is a currently exploding bomb, actually.
The question is, will she come? Was the little vigil right?
Will she come? That's the question every man must ask at some point. Late last night, Liang knocked on Elden Ring's door. She had returned from her morning rejection with renewed determination.
The Shehuo parade, sir.
The Shoho Parade, sir. At that time, the Division of Arcane Affairs was still brightly lit, with most officers racking their brains to track down Qi Jing without success. That was when Liang had stormed in with her important collaborator, ignoring the puzzled glances from her colleagues, and slammed a thick stack of reports on his desk.
Miss Noah isn't like any of Qixing's previous targets. She's much more important.
She's important. Everyone else? Yeah, we could give or take them, really. Yeah, they're murder victims, but you know.
Miss Qixing still can't accept the
He's
way
a
Miss
director.
Noah ended Detective CO73. That's her motive.
Motive.
The ending consists of two major elements, the Shehuo parade and the villain who should have been punished. She now sees Noah as that villain, and she's going to attack her at the coming Shehuo parade. That will be our chance to arrest her.
The Shahua Parade? Do you have any idea what you're suggesting?
We'd have to be around, you know, minorities. And Liang just looks at him with a dead face. The sheer thickness of their report is intimidating. Eldon skims through it before casting a questioning look at the unexpected visitor Liang had dragged in. The visitor nods.
Don't worry, sir.
Don't worry, sir.
I'd be happy to cooperate. As bait.
You know, she's so cute. She's so slay with it.
Asing will come. I promise.
Why is it Asing sometimes? Like, that's her real name, but why she Qing other times? I guess I don't really understand how names work, really. Just, I don't understand. I want to know. The sound of the back door opening breaks Eldon's thoughts. He looks up to see Poitiers pushing Noir's wheelchair inside, Loggerhead following closely behind. Yo, we got the gang all here.
As far as I can remember, she's never been late to anything.
Especially not late to my murder.
I've been looking forward to it all day.
Is it 'cause they didn't want to draw you in a new sprite?
Wow, so many people. I'll make sure I capture some great memories of this.
She's so fucking cute. Get those memories, girl. Please remember that this actually happened. I guess she'd be great for, you know, the upside to her disability is that she could forget trauma real quick. She would never be traumatized. Give her 3 days, gone from her mind completely. Whatever traumatized her. Noir remains her usual unruffled self, while Poitiers teases her colleagues and Loggerhead eagerly looks around. Eldon sighs and rubs his forehead.
I understand that the festival atmosphere is exciting, but you ladies need to remember that we're not here to celebrate. There's a tough fight ahead of us.
Nah, it'll probably be easy, don't worry about it.
Poitiers,
I got a pretty good team.
you sure you're healed up?
Of course, Chief. You've approved my participation in this operation. It's too late to take it back now.
Even if I'm secretly hiding a lot of injuries. Eldon looks her over. Clearly she's alive and well, but he still carries concern on his face. Eventually he sighs and nods. He's like, I can't technically find any injuries on you because we didn't draw a new sprite for that. You're in the clear, Poitiers.
What about Miss Latham? You've been proven innocent, and I heard the Foundation told you to await orders. There's no reason for you to be here.
I'm just here for the fun of it. Eldon's words draw everyone's attention to Loggerhead. Her head twitches slightly.
Yeah, but it'd be weird to stay in my room alone when everyone's out here. Don't you think?
Yeah, but I want to be a part of the chapter. I don't want to just be gone. This is like my one chance to be important.
Anyway, I'm waiting for Scott to wake up from her coma. I want to ask her why she stole from the Foundation and pinned it on me. I need to know what she thinks about me and our friendship. If I let you guys do all the work while I just wait in my room, I won't be able to question her without feeling insecure.
And really, I'm gonna feel insecure either way, but you know, I want to feel less insecure.
I know I might not be all that helpful, but I'll do everything I can.
And you'll at least be somewhat helpful. I mean, in theory, you could be used as a shield for the needles. I'm just saying. You do have a robot body. The camera lens almost seems to flash with something resembling a plea.
Miss Latham's being modest.
Being
As
modest.
a staff member of the Arcanum Containment Department, she knows how to deal with that film reel better than any of us. She may forget things, but she still has a wealth of knowledge. Her experience might just make the difference between failure and success.
All right, you've got a point. Miss Latham, thanks for lending us your expertise.
We'll pretend that you're useful. Just this once. Eldon finally nods. Loggerhead lights up.
Great! Just leave it to me. I can deal with the film.
I can deal with the film. I'll play it on my projector.
I've rewatched all my related memories, so I remember every detail, even down to the scratches on its surface.
With Loggerhead officially permitted to join, the final member of the operation team is at the last to arrive.
There you are.
Yo, alt outfit.
Everyone was gone when I left the changing room. I thought something was...
Cute.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? You're all staring at me like I'm in an alt outfit.
Wow, the costume fits you so well. Fancy, whoa. It doesn't
Fancy,
even look like a
whoa.
costume. Much fancier than that.
I love her little tooth, like her little fang. Adds a
You
lot.
are like the best parade dancer I've ever seen. There's no way the night piercer will spot you.
What? Yes, she would. She looks the exact same, except in
Look
a
at
different
her, Uncle
outfit.
Doe. So cool, huh?
So cool, huh? The Chinatown investigator scrutinizes Liang from head to toe before letting out a derisive snort.
Is that the Liang's family ritual dress? Let me see. Good. You're wearing it right. Nice to know that at least some kids remember their traditions. You better not dishonor your family wearing this, kid.
Kid.
My thoughts exactly.
She spent like her entire life honoring her family. I think
Everything's
she's
in
allowed.
place. You sure you can perform this time, Vigil? I don't want a repeat of last time. The alley out back's empty. Show us what you got.
Snap. He gestured to the officers, motioning them to line up before Liang. Each officer stands tall and imposing, forming what feels like a solid wall before Liang. Refusing to shy away, she squares her shoulders and meets their gazes head on.
Yes, sir. I will prove myself to you.
Yes, sir. I will murder all of these cops to show you what I'm made of. As is tradition, of course. Oh wait, we want...
Let's go. I walk fast.
Hold your horses. I'm coming.
We don't do, Brown's mineral, I guess, is the best way to put it, very often.
Program activated.
I need more. I need better mineral characters. Although there really aren't that many good ones. Alright, let's see if I'm up against a powerless little girl or a real challenger. Understood, sir. I will go easy on you.
It's newly made this evening.
I will drink on you. I'm pulling out the alcohol. Well, I went easy on you and won in one turn. Oh, alright, stop! Stop! No, or at least I acknowledge you now. Not bad. Good. Looks like she wasn't just all talk. Sorry. I did my best to restrain myself. Phew. This had kept up. We'd have been exhausted before the real suspect even showed up.
I remember it's called lending a hand.
Good job. Good job, girl. After several rounds of trials, Liang remains standing, her expression firm and determined, her gaze burning with resolve. Satisfied, Eldon rings.
Looks
I
like
need to
I've got
stop
nothing
making
to
that
worry
joke.
about. You ready, kid?
You're ready, kid. He rolls up his sleeve and checks the time on his watch. We're late. The parade is already over.
Parade's starting soon. I'll go get dressed. The rest of you...
Do something.
I need to talk to Miss Liang. Could you give us a moment?
Don't be late.
Don't be late, or else we'll all get murdered without ya. Poitier glances at them before following the others back inside. The alley suddenly feels empty, mainly because it is. There is a dumpster there, though. Another dumpster as well. Ooh. Liang waits quietly for Noir to speak, but she never does. She simply stares at the distant lights, as if the revelry and noise belong to another world. She just stands there awkwardly, waiting and waiting and waiting. They're both waiting for each other to talk first, horrified at what the other will say. Eventually, Liang can wait no longer.
Why me, Miss Noah?
Why me? 'Cause you're the main character of the event, dummy. You're the banner character, forehead. The law of causation. The law of Caucasians. The fruit taken must be returned to their branches, it's true. You don't eat fruit, you just catch and release. You catch and release fruit. The cheers and laughter of the Xiao parade, Xiao parade echo through the alley, muffled and distant.
You could have just told Eldon about what happened between the three of you. You could have shown him the threatening letter.
Sure.
Maybe then he wouldn't have made the order to shoot the target if necessary. Yes, Miss Qixing has committed multiple assaults, but she hasn't killed anyone.
Has she not? I thought she did. I really thought she was out here murdering people.
I don't think she deserves to die. So, as I promised, I will do my best to catch her alive.
If she had killed people, would she deserve to die,
That being
though?
said, if...
That's the real
And I mean,
question,
if-
cop. She takes a deep breath.
If drastic measures have to be taken, I will not hesitate.
I won't hesitate, bitch. Liang's final words are anything but polite. She holds her breath as she awaits Noir's response. After a brief silence, Noir speaks.
Asing was a good actress.
Liang anticipated all kinds of responses from Noir, but not this one.
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Yes. She was a skilled martial artist with remarkable control over her arcane skill. But that's not what makes a successful actress. Before we'd even start shooting, she'd have everything memorized. Her lines, her movements, even the details of her expression. She'd take as many shots as were necessary to get the scene right. As you know, I was a perfectionist, always taking it too far. Many of my crew quit halfway through my projects. Even Teresa struggled sometimes. She told me more than once that she couldn't do it anymore.
And one time she was telling the truth.
Only Asing could keep up with my pace.
Oh, that was fucked up of me.
In fact, she'd often be a few steps ahead. Because she shared my vision. That drive for something better, no matter the cost. She was a good actress indeed. I know that we'll probably never be partners again, but I still don't want her to be treated like this.
Like a murderer who kills people, just 'cause she did kind of do that. In Liang's memories, Noir was always smiling. Sometimes friendly, sometimes distant, with this mischievousness of a child, or the cunning and unyielding pride of a woman totally in control. The best kind. Oh god. Oh no, my mic. But at this moment, when she turns her head, there was no smile. That burns quietly in her eyes is something akin to rage.
You said you were going to figure out the truth. Well, it seems you and I agree that things aren't as simple as they appear.
And now you're going to figure out the truth is that I'm the villain all along. What?
The Arcanum Containment Department security system should be almost unbreakable. So how is it that Miss Scott, a regular staff member with no special skills, managed to break through it? And why was she selected to go after Miss Latham? What was she about to say before that needle pierced her neck? Asing's actions don't make sense either. After all these years, why has she decided to take revenge now? Is it because she found the film? There are simply far too many coincidences. If one of my writers wrote a script like this, they'd be fired on the spot.
Oh yeah, there's some kind of hypnotist going around here in some way. We don't know who yet.
You mean there's something else going on behind all this?
You know it, baby. Noir gives her a look of approval.
The scene has been staged. I can feel it. The lights, the cameras, the cast, they're all in position. And when the clapperboard claps, the movie will begin. And this time, I'm not sitting behind the camera, but in front of it. Miss Liang, I've been holding back. I apologize for that. I hadn't figured out which role you'd play in this movie.
If you're saying this to try to get me to talk about the behind the scenes of my life, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed.
How did you come to that conclusion that that's what she wanted to hear about?
No, of course not. You got me wrong.
You just don't understand what's going on at all, it seems. She waves a hand dismissively, her expression light, but her eyes still blazing.
I'm a director. I don't act in movies made by others.
I mean, you could, whenever you want.
Sing, Miss Latham, Miss Scott. The camera's focused on them too. But none of us know where the story will go.
Something stirs in Liang's chest.
You mean Miss Qixing's being manipulated?
Oh, she keeps saying manipulated better. That's what we love to see. She's
I've
getting better
considered that
at it.
possibility, but who's the one behind the camera? What do they want?
I don't know, probably just some Manus goon.
All I know is that if Sing continues down this path, there will be no happy ending for her. I understand that she's trying to reach something she's always strived for, but whoever's orchestrating this won't let her get it. I've done that to her before, and it was a huge mistake. I won't let that happen again.
What are you going to do?
What is even going on anymore? Are you going to suplex someone? Be pretty
Since coming
cool.
to Hollywood, there's one thing I found difficult to accept.
Accept.
The producers always stick to the script. They're obsessed with it. Changes are incredibly rare. But that's not how we do it in Hong Kong. The script's finished, and so what? Things will always come up during shooting. You have to be flexible if you want to make truly great art. If a moment of inspiration were to strike me and I weren't allowed to add it to the movie, then you may as well just kill me there.
You just kill me. Fucking murder me. Why not? You might as well. I love her. She's great. Liang takes a moment to understand all this.
You want to change the script?
You want me to murder you? I understand. Noirs are like, wait, no, hold up.
Precisely. But we have a small issue.
Small issue of, we don't know who has the script right now. Just some office lady, some office worker. Noir gestures to her legs resting on the wheelchair.
As you can see, I'm not exactly ready to jump to my feet and into the action. I'm better at working behind the camera than I am in front of it. So, I need a protagonist.
I need a protagonist. God, I love
One
amateur
who's as
voice
eager
acting.
as I am to change
It's
the
so
script
good.
and find that perfect ending. Are you interested?
It doesn't matter if you're not interested. You're already the protagonist of this event. He reaches a hand out to Liang,
It would be an honor.
and Liang takes it in her own. Get that good grip. And then, yes, we're in here.
Attention, please. Noir will be shooting a movie during the Shahua parade as planned. Let's go over the plan one more time. Group A will hide among the cast. Group B, cameramen. And Group C, you're in the crowd. Once Xixing appears, close in and arrest her as soon as possible. Got it. They're all set too. Good. Everyone, take your positions.
Oh, let's see. Yo, nice. I like this art style here. It's very, I don't know how to describe it, but it feels very, like, crayon drew in a lot of ways.
All right, Noir. The time has come. This will be our final scene.
Hello. Oh shit, that's distorting reality.
Huh? What's going on? That light's so bright.
No, some of them are just getting distorted out of existence. Whoa, this alcohol's hitting different.
That arcane fluctuation. It's from reunion of the
Did she distort the fabric of reality? I guess this is fine.
Program activated.
Yeah, just a bunch of these guys. What are those twisted shadows? Ah, they're swarming all over. Don't be afraid, child. Here, stand behind me. Don't be afraid of the demons. It's fine. Stay calm, everyone. This is just a new parade performance. The demon summoning. Fuck you mean?
Charging. Loading. Charging.
Charging. Loading.
Eliminate
Charging.
target.
Loading. Charging. Loading. I can feel it. The source of these malevolent spirits is nearby. Wait, is that Qixing?
I remember it's called...
I really didn't need
Let me
4
get
team
him.
members, I just needed the one, it seems. The lights on either side of the street blur, polluting the night sky, turning it into a swirling mess. This is like some weird storm shit, like storm level reality distortion. It's as if everything in sight has been tossed into a painter's palette and smeared and blended. All definitions have been lost.
What's happening?
What the fuck? Why is the earth glitching?
Is this part of the parade? How'd they do that?
How did they distort the fabric of reality?
Wait! What's this?
Stand back.
A young officer rushes forward, positioning herself between the unknown monster and the Chinatown residents. Oh, they control thunder.
Easy.
Easy.
Thank you. They teach you that in Hong Kong?
They teach you ghost busting in Hong Kong?
That thing's nothing
Oh
like
yeah,
the critter
busting
you're
makes
used
me
to
feel
dealing with.
good.
What were you thinking rushing like that?
What were you thinking? What are you doing?
You're totally out of your league.
I was about to attack. What else was I supposed to do?
Tuh. I don't know, die? He swallows whatever snarky remark he had planned, instead looking around at the eerie figures shifting in the shadows.
They look like ghosts, but there's something different about them.
They look like ghosts, but not... They're a little more, I don't know, TV static ghosts.
So, little ghost hunter, can that machine of yours tell us what they are?
No, they just capture them.
1 second, Uncle Zhao. Lily's working on it.
Lily? Oh, is that Lily? The little friend you captured? Under the bewildering gazes of the officers, the young ghost hunter's human-headed Lily lets out a chilling, eerie laugh. Alan's expression changes.
What? You mean that was a living man's soul?
A living man's soul? But that's supposed to be dead man's soul.
Got confirmation that this thing's covering the whole of Chinatown. Comms are down, and we can't seem to leave either.
Arcane humanoids spotted in all directions. Don't seem to be critters of the beyond. Must be some kind of arcane creation.
Don't seem to be the critters or the beyond. Is that what they call ghosts? Because, like, ghosts and spirits do just kind of exist in this game. They're one of the many mythical creatures that just casually exist.
They're everywhere and immune to regular bullets. Arcane skills and specialized bullets break them apart for a while, but then their bodies just morph back together. No casualties so far, but people are panicking. What do we do, Chief?
Yeah, they're really afraid to kill people here. Cowardice. What I say. Just gets them dead.
Sorry, not my type.
Sorry, not my type. I like dead men's souls. The specialized bullets successfully repel the shadowy beings, but their supply is limited. Eldon has to fall back, yelling into his chameleon comm as he does so.
Everyone keep calm. Groups A and C, protecting the public is your top priority. These things seem to follow anything that moves. Lure them away.
Get out a cat toy. Piss them over. Just pss, 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 pss. They should follow your movement.
Miss Lee, Mr. Joe, gather as many civilians as you can and guide them to a safe place.
He expected the private investigator to fire back with his usual sarcasm. To his surprise, his response is immediate and to the point.
No problem. They know us. I'm sure we'll be able to calm them down.
Yeah, at this point in time, he knows not to be
I'll
fucking
tell them.
snarky.
They are special effects. They all know that a movie was being shot here. That should help. At least long enough to get them to safety. That means you guys are gonna have to figure this out yourselves. Show me what you've got, Arcane Affairs.
Figure this shit out, because I don't know what's happening
let you
anymore. Yay, everyone's getting along now. It is just like the buddy cop movie. He takes another deep breath, filling his body with renewed strength. And air. Mostly air.
Group B, hold your positions. Target's probably trying to distract us with these monsters. What's your status? Report immediately.
Wah!
This is
Wah!
48. Same thing's happening at the rear of the parade. Noir is fine, though.
Keep it that way. The rest of you keep your eyes peeled. The target could appear at any time.
Keep it that way. We need to protect the tower. She's our
Camerahead,
critical
any
piece.
idea what's going on?
Camera head. God, everyone's so mean to her. The Arcanum Containment Department employee is the person most likely to understand the current anomaly, and yet she has no clue.
Chinatown's been sealed inside an arcane barrier created by the film.
Damn, this film is way more powerful than I thought it would be.
There's nothing in the records about this, but these arcane fluctuations are definitely from the film.
You can tell because they're all like filmy and artificial, you know?
What about those ghost things? I don't remember the file saying it could spawn spirits out of thin air.
Well, that's a new
I
feature.
don't know. Reunion of the Three Swallows can play and record, that's for sure.
It can both play in forward and in reverse. So that's how you know you're fucked.
Even if its power has been enhanced somehow, it probably wouldn't develop a completely unrelated ability.
Well, it could record people's spirits and then play them back as those ghost creatures.
You are right, because it's not unrelated.
Oh, it is not unrelated. Anand's voice crackles through the communicator. Even the usually carefree ghost hunter sounds a little tense.
Remember the film's victims? Part of them was taken away by its record ability.
It recorded them like in cassette beasts. You see, it all comes together. I was playing cassette beasts before this event came out, and the film has the same properties. It just records them.
What they lost was part of their spiritual energy and memories. They are Saman Tapa, or 3 souls and 7 spirits.
3 souls and 7 spirits. So 10 souls.
These monsters are actually the Saman Tapa of the victims.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna pretend
They're
I
the victim's
understand.
spiritual energy? But how did the film do that?
By being evil and shit. I thought you understood, Nathan. The chilling appearance of the phantoms makes it difficult to connect them with what Anan was declaring them to be.
I'm not sure, but Lily's never wrong. So, let's not try to eliminate these things.
I mean, it doesn't seem like you were having success eliminating them regardless.
Or the victims will never get their Saman Tapa back.
Someone chop pop. Anand's voice, transmitted through the DAA's communicator, reaches Liang's ears.
Essentially, she's holding everyone in Chinatown hostage.
Hell yeah. She's holding everyone hostage until she gets her girl. Well, you know, dead.
We certainly
But
weren't expecting that.
that's toxic Yuri. That's toxic Yuri for you. It happens every time. Liang looks at the figure standing just a few meters ahead. Do 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 do. Hello. Hi, cutie. The frightened crowd clings to their family and friends, frantic and scared. And those who are alone gather with others near the dim glow of the shop fronts in search of any semblance of warmth and reassurance. They have no way of knowing that the one responsible for all this is standing just a few steps away.
I didn't want it to come to this.
But you know, it came to this, so I'm gonna come to this.
This was between me and Noir, but you just couldn't leave it alone, could you? So here we are.
This was between me, Noir, and all of my sharp, pointy objects that I'm going to thrust into her.
Sounds like you already know what this film reel is capable of. Good. Saves me the trouble of explaining it. Now, bring me Noir.
No. He's like, nuh-uh. You can't make me. To be continued. I think next is gonna be like the big boss fight. Yeah, false dilemma. Oh. People just can't resist sharing their hearts with strangers. You know, I've shared so many of my stories with you. Why don't you tell me some of yours? Directors are always on the lookout for good material. I'm curious about your past. They say you're a once-in-a-generation talent. The one who summoned Qialang, the Shirao beast that hasn't answered the Lang family's call in 300 years. That was all just a misunderstanding. Oh? The day I summoned Qialing, I learned its name and glimpsed its memories. Centuries ago, Qialing was gravely injured during its last summoning, and has been recovering ever since. That's why it hasn't answered Liang's family calls. It takes a long time for them to heal up. They're incredibly powerful, but you know, it contrasts with how long it takes for them to recover from injury. I just happened to summon it when it was finally healed. My family thought Qialing chose me, so they placed high expectations on me. But I'm no chosen one. I'm just lucky. And by lucky, I mean unlucky. Does your family know about this? No, I never told them. I did not want to disappoint them. I didn't want them getting pissed at me. Between what people see and what they judge, oh, the stage is all set, and there's a weird heart thing, which is gonna be the boss, because we always fight weird heart things as the boss of these events, it seems. We have for the last couple, at least. No, the last two events ago, it was like a smoke wolf. Within moments of the plainclothes officer's words, the arriving police evaluate the crowd and seal off the street. Evacuate the crowd. The officers form an impenetrable barrier, trapping both the target and Liang inside. They stand in a face-off.
What's going on? Who are they?
It's a face-off. The bystanders erupt into fervent speculation. Deputy Chief Eldenring steps into the containment zone.
Impressive, Night Piercer. This is a whole new level, even for you.
I'm actually impressed. Good job, Night Piercer. This is pretty cool.
Pull to take control of that film reel?
All she had to do was shoot a child in the neck.
I didn't pull anything, officer.
I instead pushed a needle straight into a child's throat.
It chose to fulfill my wish. That's all.
Ah, the screen's getting all fucky. Without warning, an excruciatingly sharp noise tears through her skull, sending waves of vertigo crashing over her. For several agonizing seconds, she can hear nothing but the distinct groans of the officers and the bystanders suffering alongside her. It's a fight just to stay upright. When the assault on her senses finally subsides, the first thing she registers is a voice coming from her communicator. After the autism warning breaks out.
Something bad's happening.
Chief, that noise was real fucking bad. The urgency in the officer's voice sets Liang's nerves on edge. Then her tone shifts.
Wait, maybe it's good.
Wait, maybe it's good. I should kill myself. I should kill John Lennon.
Those things, they stopped moving. They're not attacking anymore.
You kidding?
Liang and Eldon exchanged a puzzled glance before scanning their surroundings. The shifting shadows have indeed stopped moving, and the reason is obvious. Their wary gazes turn to their target. She's standing calmly in the middle of the street, unfazed by the array of loaded firearms aimed directly at her.
I never wanted to get innocent people involved. As I said before, this is between me and Noir. Now, may I see my dear old friend?
You know, if it was just between you and Noir, you didn't have to, like, assault all those people.
If you're worried about her safety, the little vigil can tag along.
Yeah, of course they're worried about her safety. You're the knife girl. You are the knife guy who throws knives at everyone. Liang and Eldon exchange a look.
It's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous. Go do it. It'll be cool.
We've already put Noir at considerable risk, but pushing her right into the hands of a criminal, I don't think so. We can't put a civilian in danger like that. Besides, why would Xing let you go with her? You're walking right into a trap.
No, we're walking right into a boss fight, idiot.
Trap or not, I'm afraid we don't have much choice.
Trap or not, I'm already here, idiot. Her voice isn't loud, but in this high-tension standoff, its slow and measured cadence feels completely out of place. Poitier pushes Noir's wheelchair forward, placing her squarely in the spotlight.
Poitier, what are you doing? I told you to hold position.
Poitier is just like, kill John Lennon. Noir raises a hand, smiling as she cuts off Elden Ring's rising fury.
Please don't blame Officer Poitier, sir. I forced her to bring me here.
You see, I have a gun.
What? What the hell are you thinking?
It's time I put an end to all of this.
Dish.
No need to worry, officer. Our reliable vigil will keep me safe, isn't that right?
Yes, of course. I will ensure Miss Noah's safety, Chief. Leave it to me.
He has to keep me safe because I am the banner character. Eldon studies Liang's face for a moment before shifting his gaze to Qixing. At last, he relents.
Keep the target in check, Liang.
Put him in checkmate. That way we can win the game. Keeping his eyes on the target, he leans in close to Liang's ears and issues a low warning.
James and the others are working on how to break this barrier we're in. Camerahead and that ghost hunter are helping them.
James? My god, James from Pokemon
Stay
is
calm.
in here too?
We want to resolve this peacefully if possible. Haven't forgotten what you learned in negotiation class, have you?
Of course not, sir. I got straight A's.
I got straight A's. Little cat mouth. I don't think negotiation's gonna help much here. Poitier takes Liang's other side and rests a firm hand on her shoulder.
Guard up, rookie, and straighten your back. I get why
No,
you want to
I'm
wear
fucking
this outfit,
scrunching.
but you can get things done with or without it. Isn't that right, partner?
Right, ma'am.
Right,
I
ma'am.
won't fail.
Why does she need to straighten her back? Unnecessary. Are you telling me to straighten my back? Just 'cause I'm a little bit shrimpy right now? Before pulling away, Potier gives Liang her usual rough pat on the back, but somehow it causes Liang's stiffness to melt away. By the touch of a woman, the lesbian in my body awakens. Taking a steadying breath, she moves to Noir's side.
Let's go, Director. Time for the final scene.
Final scene. Accompanied by Liang, Noir wheels into the distorted world before them. It's as if a surreal nightmare is unfolding before their eyes.
Look around you, Noir. Look at what we've done.
We've? Qijing's gaze wanders over the bleeding lights and flickering shadows around her as she scrutinizes the cracks and distortions in this twisted realm unleashed by the cursed film reel. But her expression holds no trace of admiration.
This is what her film, the very last work of our dearest friend, looks like now. Tainted, twisted, and wicked. All this is proof of our guilt. The blood on our hands.
Oh, this is gonna be a murder-suicide,
So,
it seems.
What are you going to do about it? Teresa's never coming back. She's dead.
She's dead. Noir doesn't shy away from the word, though a note of sorrow lingers in her tone. He says it with a certain cold detachment to keep the sadness at bay.
And you, playing hero, punishing those you deem evil. Does that make you feel better? You kill me and then what? Kill yourself?
Yes, actually, that was the plan.
That's how you'll atone for your failures. Forgive my bluntness, but how laughably naive you are.
How laughably naive you are. This is a brave thing to say with someone with you at gunpoint. Noir's voice has an uncharacteristic sharpness to it, but Yijing shows no sign of wavering under her scrutiny. Instead, she smiles.
Atone for my failures? You're way off.
You're way off.
You're right about one thing, though. She is gone. The person who cared for me more than anyone in the world. Dead. When she gave me a shoulder to lean on, I pushed her away. I left her to die alone and in pain. How could I ever atone for that? How could I ever expect her to forgive me? How selfish of me to even ask for that.
Liang furrows her brow in suspicion. This is weird.
Then why can't you let it go?
Reasoning. Why can't you let it go? I don't know. Why can't you let it go? Just get over it, forehead. Just get over it. Oh, what? So you inadvertently killed someone, the person who cared about you most. Boo fucking who. Like, Liang is just terrible at negotiations. You took the American lesson in negotiation of just calling him a crybaby over
CO7
it.
is the hero who brings the happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. What you are doing now is anything but that.
The hero who brings a happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. That's what I said in the behind-the-scenes interview of CO7 too. I'm surprised you even remember that.
I'm a big fan. Please sign my forehead. After a brief
But there'll
pause,
be no happy ending for me.
she smiles again.
You
I've
probably
already
heard
decided that.
After she died, I starred in a few movies with other directors, but they all went south. Not because they weren't commercially successful or popular, but because I couldn't shake that feeling of disgust. I'd never felt that playing CO7. The cameras, the boom mics, the spotlights. The sight of them made me want to throw up. Scream. Do anything to run away from it all. Eventually, I retired from acting. But that sense of disgust never left me. It haunted me wherever I went, whatever I did.
Have you considered therapy? Like, I'm just saying, a psychiatrist? It would do wonders for you, girl.
I kept asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why can't I just act? Why? Day and night, I wrestled with these questions. Until one day, I found the answer.
Her gaze burns with intensity, and yet it carries a bone-chilling coldness. It is fixed firmly upon Noir.
It all began with a dire mistake. One that needs to be corrected.
Oh, here come the knives! Silver needles streak through the air in a sudden
Miss Noah,
downpour.
get back!
Oh! Into level 20. Let me get out a more applicable team. Although it is just dark, so I could just... Oh, we get an assist? Cool, why not?
Always
you know
ready
what?
to go.
Let's use her, for fun. Well, she is kinda low level, but she's... Yeah, we'll use her, why not?
I wasn't wrong about you after all.
Yo, the black and white noir style. I see what you're doing. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Countless
hello.
choices have led up to this moment. But not all of those choices were made willingly. No. Some of us had no choice but to fight over scraps in the dark corners of society. This time, though, it is my choice. My own will. And I'm fortunate to have you playing opposite me. I can see it in your eyes. You're not playing the role of a hero or an officer. You're yourself, and nothing less.
What about you? Is playing the role of a murderous villain really what you want?
Yes, it's really cool and epic.
The answer to that is yours to find out, little Vigil.
Field check complete. Move carefully.
Oh, you just start with, this, huh? Deals reality damage, grants immunity, grants 6 stats of Guardian's Resolve. God, alright. Cool. Anyway. Target buff. You.
Please stay behind.
Loading.
强良
Chang Liang.
Please 强良寄出
Chang
网友
Liang.
不为
Oh, that's just full Chinese. Kind of breaks the atmosphere we got going on here, but alright.
My responsibility.
I do like the atmosphere we got going on though. Very sultry, very sadness.
A word of
oriented.
warning.
Oh.
Don't leave your friends stranded. Their lives are in your hands.
Oh, NG shot. Neo gamer shot. Oh, what the fuck is going on here?
A simple arcane click.
Charging.
Oh, please. A new hypothesis.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's
don't
this
stare at it for
kind
too
of
long.
gimmick
The
going
light
on.
that illuminates all.
I don't really know how this character works. How Liang does her stuff.
Confirm the coordinates.
Oh yeah, record and play. Makes sense.
Oh.
Good gimmick.
Another addition to my collection. Soon, you'll all be tucked away in my film reel.
Another addition to my collection. This is cool. This is a neat gimmick.
A simple arcane click.
Boop,
Loading.
A
boop,
good point.
boop.
A new hypothesis. Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Eliminate target.
No other study
Okay,
could
so
show
they're
you
one
this.
of those,
Calculating
they
distance.
just take 1 damage from everything.
Billion.
Joe,
Off my
damage.
Oh, damage. Oh, oh shit.
I've been waiting for this. Get the camera rolling more. At last I'll get the ending I always wanted.
Looks like there's no stopping you.
In that case, I'll make you stop.
I'll get the ending I always wanted by me, the villain, losing. Aha. Wait, what the fuck? Alright, so why are you at full health now? Everyone's at full health now. Did they reverse time? Is that another gimmick here? Because it seems like they reversed time a little bit.
Question. A perfect demonstration.
Charging.
Oh,
Alright.
please. I know how to use it.
Weird. This isn't a cool fight, though.
Limited scale, infinite lines. Confirm
Get
the coordinates.
confused, idiot.
The light
You
that
don't know what the hell is
illuminates
going on. I don't
Didn't
either,
see
but,
that coming,
you know,
did
you're
you?
a head. You're a film head.
Don't touch the device.
Oh, don't you dare target my Kakanya. She is my girl.
Circuits
How
function.
dare
Now
you?
presenting Bing Lesmia.
Binglo's
Please
new.
stay behind. A good point.
I, Robot, child of science.
The music is going so good here. The music's going hard. They really went all out for it. Very atmospheric. Love the guitar riffs.
Taking another look.
No, my Kakanya! You copied my girl. This is gimmick infringement.
Loading. Charging.
A new hypothesis.
Let's do it
Target
that
confirmed.
way. 'Cause, yeah, I'm pretty
Aim
sure this
and
will
shoot.
take her out. And take out the puppet too.
Enough of this, Cecil.
Oh. Cut the music! Shut up!
Stop this feudal resistance and face reality. No matter how hard you try, you can't change the past.
I don't
No,
think she's
little
trying to
Vigil.
change the past.
This isn't my curtain call. Not yet.
I still have another phase to
Watch
go
out, yeah.
through. Oh,
Case
never
closed.
mind.
I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Ah, reunion
Please
of the
don't
three
forget to check the
swallows.
previous reports too, ma'am.
I will check none of your reports. They don't exist. Guns. Amber's running low, shirt. We've been meaningless shooting this at head for a while. Oh. You did a matrix.
I hate you, Noor. You were born with a silver spoon and exceptional talent. You took everything for granted. You looked down on everyone else. I've always hated you.
Miss Noah, hold on!
Ooh.
That was close.
That was close. Oh, she just told me to check my fucking
Is this really what
privilege.
you want to do? Are you really going to kill Miss Noah?
Noah?
You have to stop. This is completely meaningless.
Meaningless? No. This is exactly what needs to happen. Every story must have an ending after all. The past has held me prisoner for far too long.
I used to have 2 friends. Now I have none. But I gotta get rid of the last living
I need
one.
an ending, a conclusion, so I can finally leave it behind me. Only then can I reach my perfect grand finale. Qiangyang, impossible. You didn't chant the incantation.
This time, I won't hesitate. You're my inspiration.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Countless kids who were once lost. I found myself in CO7, and that's exactly why I have to stop you.
Phone in the sky. What is... She's so happy to be killed. She's so hyped for this. Beautiful. Oh. A newly born consciousness formed from fragments within a chaotic sea of thought. Let's review this for a sec. Alright. Reel 1, Scene 24, Shot 9, Take 3. Writer Hurigen. I don't know how to pronounce it. Scene description. An old house contested by sworn sisters is reduced to ruins in a fire. Covered in ash, the three lie amongst the rubble, drinking beer bought from a convenience store and gazing out at the sunrise. I must finish this film. The film must be finished. Only then can I be whole. Added scene, an old woman drops her cane, crying tears of joy. I'm cured. My family won't need to spend money anymore. A classic technique, blending social issues with sentimentality. Added scene, a man kneels, crying out, I'll kill that con artist. I'll avenge my mom. A perfect emotional outburst for the film's middle point. Added scene, a woman paces in her room after watching the film's teaser. She mutters, this isn't your usual work. The reel has absorbed your hatred. It reeks of malice. I'm not like the others. I believe sinners must be punished. This time I'll ensure your film has a perfect ending. Purging sin with death? That's perfect. Just right for the finale. So it was all the shit that was made to happen was from the film. Interesting. The final spark in their eyes fading slowly. No, girl, you got yourself killed. No, girl, no. It's the only way she could reach her finale. A brilliant flash splits the darkened sky in two, and a thunderous roar scatters the shadows. All fear and unease are forgotten in an instant. Every head turns to the place where the lightning struck to see a colossal beast standing in solemn majesty. The crowd falls silent. Then a single young voice cries out, that shit was totally wicked! It's the kid from The Incredibles. We don't know how they got here.
Hey, look! It's Qiangliang!
It's Qiangliang! Epic! Yo! The child raises a lantern excitedly. It's a little chibi version of him.
It's just like the painting on my lantern!
Yeah, sure, kid. It's similar. The paper-crafted beast bears little resemblance to the mighty guardian towering in the distance. Yet something in its stern, round-eyed face carries something of its righteous spirit. As the crowd shift their gaze between the small paper lanterns and the guardian, their voices finally return.
You're right! It's the legendary Sandao beast! Look! It has the tail of a snake and the head of a tiger! Just like the illustrations!
Yo!
Has the legendary Qiangliang come to save us? Does that mean that girl is this Zhengzhi?
What are you two yapping about? 显道 beast? 正直? Those are just fairy tales. Didn't Mr. Zhou say this was all part of a film shoot?
Those are all fairy tales. Unlike all of the other shit that exists in this world, like fucking mermaids, ghosts.
That's right. I told you this was all for a movie. Why don't you guys believe me?
Why don't you guys believe my lies?
Oh, come on! You're always full of hot air. That said, there's no way this is real. It must just be some fancy special effects. So, I'll believe you this once.
I'll believe you this once. You may believe once.
Wait, so all those things were fake? I almost freaked out when those ghosts came out. Their costumes and makeup were so real looking. Man, am I glad I came to Chinatown. This parade's been insane. I gotta take more photos.
I gotta take more photos, especially since I don't have a corporeal form. The fear that once filled their hearts gradually fades. Those who understand the truth exchange knowing smiles.
Wow, that's Chinatown, huh? Looks totally awesome.
Looks totally awesome.
I heard that a descendant of the 12th Zhenzi joined the Features Bureau, but this is the first time I've ever seen Changliang in action.
Yeah, it's only like the second time it's been summoned.
Whew, looks like they got that actor lady under control. Now all we need to do is grab that cursed film reel and break the barrier. And the victims will be sane again. It'll be happily ever after for everyone.
For everyone. Before she can finish speaking, her optimistic prediction is ruthlessly overturned.
What, boy? This again?
Oh!
What's going on? Didn't they finish the job?
Oh, the alcohol's hitting different again. Ooh. An anomaly even greater than the last crashes down upon them. Startled cries rise from the crowd.
Look! I found
Oh.
something's wrong with it.
Oh no. They turned this painting and they turned this building into a painting? Something is very wrong indeed. What was assumed to be a mere optical distortion is now starting to seep into tangible reality. Hooray! It is undeniably interfering with the physical world. Wow, alright. Why is this film reel like a reality-bending eldritch being?
Is that archway melting?
Ooh, oh no.
It kinda looks like a burning piece of film.
I don't know, it looks more like an oil painting to me. But fair enough. They look at each other, finding the same alarm in each other's faces. Which is horrifying, because Latham doesn't even really have a face, so if you can tell, it's really
the barrier
bad.
was created by that spooky film reel, right? Then, this mean is...
Ish.
It's falling apart. We need to get out of here.
We need to get out of here. I've gotta get out of here.
The further they are from those twisting buildings, the better.
Understood. But what the hell is going on? I thought you had the target locked down.
Shit's going down. I don't even know what's happening
We do,
anymore.
but clearly this isn't over yet. Miss Latham, anything you can do?
Miss Latham, what the fuck is happening?
Yes, sir, but I'll need a few of your men. I can use the containment incantation they taught me at work, but I don't think it'll hold for long.
I'm gonna need a lot of containment, guys.
Just do your best. In the meantime, we'll eliminate the problem at the source.
We're gonna kill that woman. Eldon's furious gaze lands on Qixing.
All right, Qixing.
Qixing.
Whatever you're doing with the reel, stop it now, or I'll make you stop it.
I'm not doing anything.
The reel just does it on its own. She stands, her hat a few feet away, her body slumped against the wall behind her as she barely manages to stay upright. She forces a crooked grin.
It's the film reel. It's reached its limit.
From her coat, she pulls out the object responsible for all this chaos. Had Liang not once held the film reel herself, she might not have recognized it at all. Got funny glitch effects.
The reunion of the three swallows. What's happening to it?
It's glitching out of this
Wait,
world.
There's something else here.
It's going to glitch into a different plane of existence.
No doubt about it. Evil spirits. An insane number of them.
An insane number of them. God, I can't help but imitate her. She's so funny. Anan shoves through the crowd, rushing to Qixing's side. With just one glance at the film reel, her face goes pale. Like, oh, that's so many ghosts! Upon hearing Anan's words, Liang's expression darkens.
So you think so too? We had a similar encounter at the city hall not long ago. Mr. Wang must have lost some of his spiritual energy to the film reel, leaving his body open to wandering evil spirits. Since then, I've suspected that.
I've suspected that. The film just gobbles up spirits, all nice and yummy. The uneasy speculation lodges in her throat, but Anan voices it for her.
Oh, of course! I should have realized earlier!
The ghost hunter lets out a long, frustrated sigh, then furrows her brows in thought, her expression growing increasingly grim.
Obviously, evil spirits would be attracted to the film reel. It's like leaving a pot of honey in front of a wasp's nest.
All of the evil spirits in the country are just swarming.
Living soul is a wandering spirit's favorite meal. So with the number of souls scattered in the film reel, it's like a total feast.
It's like a total feast.
All that evil spiritual energy must have the film reel bursting at the seams.
It's just gonna explode. It is a bomb at this point. Anan scans her surroundings, alarm in her eyes. The collapse is approaching fast. It's as if reality itself is about to be swallowed whole. We don't even have a storm happening and reality is getting fucking swallowed. Jeez, this world sucks to live in. Yet neither Liang nor Anan can see a single wandering or evil spirit. A sudden realization strikes Liang. Her gaze snaps to Qixing. But upon seeing her, her eyes widen in shock.
Miss Qixing, your hand!
Oh, you're also glitching out of existence.
I must admit,
I didn't think doing that backwards long jump would have me clipping out of the world. Deep, jagged cracks have spread across the entire film reel and climbed up Qixing's hand and arm like sinister veins.
the film reel isn't the only thing at its limit. I can't hold on much longer.
The vessel containing Qiling strapped around Liang's waist starts to shudder. The Qiling, the malevolent energy emanating from Qixing, must be eradicated.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? A thought flashes through Liang's mind.
Could it be that the film reel has been out of control since the beginning?
Oh yeah.
That depends on how you define the beginning.
Well, that depends on various factors, she says as she fucking glitches out of existence. Well, you see, technically speaking, even though Qixing avoids answering, Lian knows she's right. Scattered pieces of the puzzle find their place, and finally the picture begins to form a whole.
Since the moment Miss Latham played the cursed film, people have started to suffer from mental disorders. But if you think about it, the sequence of events doesn't make sense. There were only 5 victims of the film incident in Hong Kong 8 years ago. But this time, the number of victims was growing rapidly. That was until you got involved, Miss Qixing. Ever since you took possession of the film reel, only a small number of specific people have been targeted. We thought you were exploiting the reel's power to carry out your vigilantism, but in truth, you were trying to control the reel by limiting its victims to those you deemed as villains.
Oh, the reverse twist. Though disbelief still covers her voice, her words are not a question. Eldon and the others stare, caught between shock and suspicion as they turn toward the woman they assumed was the true culprit.
Is that true?
You flatter me, little Vigil. I simply didn't want her legacy to become a tool of evil. That was never her intention.
I'm just doing it for my girlfriend, who
That's
died
why you
8
did all
years
this?
ago.
You wanted us all at the parade because you were losing control of the real? But isn't your goal to kill Miss Noah? Was that also a setup? If the film reel wasn't part of your plan, then what was?
Realization. A conclusion she herself once stated resurfaces in her mind, and she realizes she made a critical error.
Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended Detective Seal 73. That's her motive.
Motive.
The ending consists of two major elements, the Shehe parade and the villain who should have been punished. She now sees Noah as that villain.
She sees herself
Noah
as that
isn't the villain, is she? In your perfect grand finale, the villain you intend to kill at the parade is none other than yourself.
Yeah, baby.
It's a good ending for everyone. The big bad finally gets her comeuppance. And who better fits the role than me?
This is the grand
girl.
finale you want to have?
You're getting the emo
But
arc.
why does it have to end like this?
Because this is the way it has to be.
That is not technically
When
true.
a drop of ink falls onto paper, no matter how hard you wipe, it can never be spotless again. People say that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. What garbage. Some mistakes can never be forgiven.
Girl, I think you just needed some therapy. I'll be real.
What happened to He Rijun was an accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for her death. It wasn't your fault.
No,
But
you're
it
so
was
cute.
my fault. It was my stubbornness, my selfishness, that pushed my dear friend, who really, truly cared for me, toward the cliff. How can someone like me carry the title of CO7? I don't deserve to stand in the spotlight ever again. Punishing those equally despicable pieces of scum made me feel better for a while, but it didn't last.
My bloodlust could not be
That
satiated.
sickening feeling inside, that disgust in myself, it wouldn't stop. I looked everywhere for a way to heal it.
Except therapy.
But then I realized
I would never.
that the biggest piece of scum was me.
Yijing looks up at the sky and lets out a long breath. For the first time, her expression softens. It's as if she had finally released a burden, and within her eyes something new flickers. Hope.
The answer was so simple. I can hardly believe it took me so long to see it. And now, it's time to put an end to this nauseating nightmare.
And the way I'll do that is by eating the film reel. What do you mean? And she just eats it and glitches out of existence with it. And then everything goes back to normal. Like, holy shit, she did it! Liang cannot understand it.
No, you're being too harsh on yourself. He Rijun doesn't blame you. I'm certain of it.
I'm certain of it. We can get her spirit. We can talk to her.
Quit it, Vigil. Look around you. Can you still claim that I'm not to blame?
It's probably more than the film reel, really. That's more of the eldritch being at work here.
Well, I can. And let me tell you, Teresa was much stronger than you say she was.
Liang turns to see Poitier helping Noir back into her wheelchair.
Yes, Teresa would cry often, but that made her no less determined of an artist. And before long she'd be at my door saying, "I made some edits. Take a look."
Take
you
a look.
know that's what she was like. Do you seriously think she gave up dreams, her life, just because of a few harsh words? No, I could never have a coward like that as a partner.
Noir's face is twisted in a fury Liang has never seen before. It sets a fire in the woman beneath her glare, making her frown in turn.
Whatever you say. Director or not, you can't tell me what to do anymore. I will have this ending.
With her genius response of, no. No. It's because I pushed her that one time, and you were mean to her as well. We're both her killer. So I'm taking you with me. As she, like, shoves the tape in her mouth, too. Like, no!
Come on, officers. Finish the job. I'd do it myself if I had the strength.
Officer. If I had her skin tone, you'd already have shot me. Oh, that's fucked up. But it's true. It's true to life. Her voice is unwavering.
I've learned a lot these past years. If you want to save this city, you'll have to kill me. Those spirits will disappear, and everything will be back to normal.
Is that even true? We don't really know how this tape, the film reel, works.
Grand finale, isn't it? So what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
So it's come to this, has it?
Eldon swears under his breath as he reaches for the gun at his waist, not hesitating for a second. Watches on, seemingly pleased.
Wait, sir!
Wait, sir! God, you were so quick with that! What can I say? I'm American at heart. Lightning shoots through Liang's body, her feet once nailed to the ground suddenly feeling weightless. She steps forward.
There's no guarantee that things will play out like Miss Qixing said. Please, let me try something. After all, exorcism is my and Qiangliang's specialty.
Wait, what are you...
Wait, no, don't exercise me. I haven't exercised in a while. It'll hurt. It'll make me sore. Before either Eldon or Qixing can react, the film reel is already in Liang's grasp. She just dismantles it apart. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I hope that didn't sound too bad. That probably sounded awful. Boop 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 ba doop boop. Alright, does this sound better? Ba 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 da ba ba. Alright, I think this is set up properly now. Okay. I fucked up my mic a little bit by smacking it.
You out of your mind or something?
Yes.
Yes. There are a huge number of evil entities bound within it. And this is probably the most formidable opponent Qiangliang and I have ever faced. But I must confront this challenge.
I must do it.
Not to protect the honor of my family, or to mimic CO7 either. But because I want to. Because it's right.
And because this film reel is really pissing me off at this point. Like, fuck
Every
off, man.
story has an ending. And I must act to create the best one for everyone.
Create.
Sorry. I don't have any flower words or clever arguments. But if you're willing to help me...
I don't have any, like, good stances here. Just work with me. Come on. Come on. You know you wanna.
Please, Qiangliang. Heed my call.
Thunder God.
This isn't good. Is this the best I get? Qiangliang?
Qiangliang? What is happening? Who's the bird? On the Emperor's order, Fang Xiaoxi the Wise sought the assistance of the 12 gods of Shite. Bestowed with the divine might, Fang Xiaoxi bound the fuck. However, even formidable creatures such as these couldn't defend against all the evil spirits across the continent. But the people never gave up, for they knew that as long as they kept fighting, a Xiandao beast would one day come to their aid, expelling the fiends and restoring peace to the land and prosperity. Oh shit, what did they say? Killing, no! Don't self-sacrifice yourself for like a minute. Killing, no! You became fireworks! I didn't know you had that ability. Or to be continued. Alright. Free screen. But you'll always love the story, for it remains there, unchanged. Yeah, that was a interesting approach, I'll admit. I didn't think he would Detroit become fireworks. Storm clouds gradually disperse. The sunlight streams into the ward. In the corner, the television broadcasts a news report.
Last night, the Chinatown Shuhu Parade drew hundreds, as tourists and locals gathered for the Eastern spectacle.
No, the real thing that's still a mystery is who the fuck hypnotized, Scott. Like, that's the real question left open at the moment.
These photos, shared by an enthusiastic tourist, show the enormous holographic images that were created on site using arcane skills to present a stunning performance of the Chinese folktale Zhang Liang's exorcism. The event has been deemed a well-organized success, with many promising to attend again next year. Locals have expressed their thanks.
Oh, well, we're not gonna pull this off next year.
One spokesperson said, "It's been wonderful to share our culture with people from all around the world. Chinatown is always ready to welcome new friends from both near and far."
Wherever you are.
In other news, the arcane vigilante Night Piercer, who has perpetrated dozens of attacks across the city, has been apprehended by the DAA. Night Piercer was revealed to be Qi Xing, a former Hong Kong movie star. Some members of the public have expressed continued support for the vigilante due to the questionable backgrounds of her victims.
That do be how vigilantes work.
Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs gave his response.
Vigilante justice is incredibly dangerous to our society. No individual has the right to bypass the law and enact their judgment on others.
Except the police, who constantly do that exact thing.
Taking the law into your own hands will only lead to chaos, violence, and potential harm to innocent people.
Ignore the fact that we do that all the time as the police.
We urge the citizens of Los Angeles to place their trust in us as we continue to dedicate ourselves to maintaining a safer society for everyone. If you share our passion for justice, we encourage all citizens to direct their assistance and feedback to the Division of Arcane Affairs.
They will not.
The
Y'all are...
LAPD has just announced a plan to
Y'all
add a
love
number
murder.
of positions for Arcane Affairs officers in the coming year to address the DAA's staffing shortage. The St. Pavlov Foundation's Vigils Bureau training program is also set to begin in the coming months. To apply, please dial
St. Pavlov. It always comes back to that St. Pavlov Foundation. Hearing this news, the woman hops up joyfully and turns to the man sitting up in bed.
They're hiring Arcane Affairs officers.
They're hiring.
Hasn't it always been your dream to don the uniform? Looks like they accept all the applicants too. Why don't you give it a shot when you are better?
Knock it off. I've been a greengrosser for 20 years. There's no way I could be a cop. right?
You really shouldn't want to be a cop. He waves off his wife, but as he does so, he turns to the man beside him with a nervous look on his face, expecting the idea to get shot down. But the reaction he gets is unexpected.
What are you staring at me for? If you want to do it, just do it. I'm sure the neighborhood will be glad to see you wearing the badge. Besides,
until you start
I spent
acting
some
like an
time with
asshole.
the officers at the parade. I'm sure that you will be just as capable as them. You're gonna have to toughen up a little, though.
Liang, who had been watching the exchange, smiles.
Mr. Wan, you're strong, healthy, and have a natural talent for arcane skills. With a little training, I'm sure you'll become an outstanding officer.
Okay, but like I don't want to do that.
There's a lot that goes
He's just
into
like
being
really
an officer,
adamant.
But I believe what matters most is the heart to pursue justice and the courage to protect others.
There really isn't a lot that goes into being an officer, you know? This is America. There's very little training and testing you have to do.
The doctor said you can be discharged soon. You should seriously consider applying for the position.
Well, in that case, I'll think about it.
As soon as I grow eyes.
Thank you so much, young lady. I heard you were the one who got rid of the curse and saved everyone.
Save everyone.
You are our hero.
He clasps Liang's hand tightly in a warm grip. This time her hand is steady. Liang returns the handshake and shakes it harder to
You're
show
too kind, madam.
dominance.
I was only doing my job. And I didn't do it alone. It was a combined effort.
Although it was mostly me, I'll admit. Everyone else, they didn't do as much.
Well, that's that. No more cursed film crazies. Almost all the victims have recovered. Most of them have already been discharged too. Just a few poor saps who got hit hard are still around. But they should be out of here before long. Same goes for the victims in the parade. They've all regained their what's it called again?
Just call it their spirit, girl. You don't gotta remember it that hard. Anan gives a helpless sigh.
It's 317拍嘅啤啖. Just
It's
call it spiritual energy
Sawa
or something like that. I heard that those crooks who were taught by a thing or two by Qi has also recovered. Well, mentally lah.
Nah.
They are pretty physically messed up, so they will have to stay here for a while, I think.
She's so good. Oh my god, I love her voice. Who voices her? I need them in my life. I heard those cooks who taught a thing or two by Jiang and also recover well mentally la. Like, what is she up to? What is this voice?
So many victims and not a single death. That's a blessing.
God, so cowardly.
Qixing pulled her punches apparently. I guess deep down she wasn't the deliverer of justice she claimed she was.
A real deliverer of justice would have done those murders. That's the cop mantra right there.
Well, no use wondering about it. Years on this job will quickly show you that the madness in Arcanist blood always comes out in Arcanist criminals. Trying to understand them is a waste of time.
Yay, racism.
That may be the case, but...
That may be the case, but...
I think that if we look at each other as individuals, we can come to understand one another eventually.
Instead of being racist against Arcanists. Yeah, that's pretty cringe la. She takes out a brick-sized mobile phone she has carried with her since she was 6 years old. By now its screen remains dark. No matter how much Liang tries to summon the spirit residing within, there is no response.
If we'll try our best.
Damn. No more funny animal calls. Holding on to hope, Liang tries a few different button combinations on the phone. Usually the screen would light up, and this time there is nothing, except for the phone sound effects that played.
Still nothing from Xiang Liang?
Liang lowers her gaze and shakes her head.
Well, what did you expect? That huge spooky spookers was a nasty opponent on its own. Not to mention all the ghosts that were attracted by that film reel.
Not to mention all the ghosts.
It was creepy lah. All those ghosts in one place. It was more crowded than the 大排档. I mean, the Chinatown food store on a Saturday night.
Girl, I understood what you were saying. You didn't have to clarify.
What's
like, just through
worse,
context
those
clues.
specters drowned someone's of
Drowned.
innocent people. If that hadn't happened, then Qiang Liang wouldn't have had to say...
Drowned. Hold on, I need to hear that again. That was peak.
What's worse, those specters drowned someone's...
Drowned. It sounded like she said drowned instead of drained. Oh, that's so good. Drowned. I'm not trying to make fun of accents, I just love them. Anan cuts herself off. It would be too cruel to say these words in front of Liang, even though she already basically said them.
Qiang Liang was lost because of my incompetence. I don't know how I'll be able to face my family now.
Just don't go back to your
There's
family.
something else that's bothering me. When Qiang Liang pulled in the evil spirits, I thought I was going to die with it. But it looked at me and pushed me aside. It bore everything, all alone.
Well, probably because it can just, like, respawn. It can regenerate, you know? It's probably not dead. Like, it'll take a few hundred years to come back, but he's probably fine. You would actually die. That's probably why.
Why did it go to such lengths to help me? Because I'm its Junzi.
Probably just out of pure, like
the way it looked
reasoning.
At me, I think it wanted to tell me something.
It said, good job, kid.
But
Here's some
I didn't
fireworks.
Understand what? Qiang Liang
Well, the
had been by
fireworks
my
are just
side
the
since
same,
I was
congrats.
6. But I always saw it as a heavy burden or a double-edged sword.
But now my best friend has
I
died.
never saw it as an independent individual or as a
Independent.
friend. I never tried to truly understand it.
Probably because it couldn't talk to me.
And now, I've probably lost the opportunity to ever understand it.
Hold on, I need to hear this
I
again.
never saw it as an independent individual.
Independent. Independent. Oh, I never saw it as independent. Liang sighs and falls silent. The other two exchange a glance and simultaneously pat her on the shoulders.
Come on, enough with the long face. Maybe Qiang Liang will respond to you one day lah. You never know. And I'm here if you ever need my professional ghost busting service. Exclusive discount just for you.
Exclusive? No. No, don't say it like that. You're gonna make me appear racist. I don't wanna be, but I love funny accents. I'm not trying to be racist. I just think they sound silly.
Agreed. Isn't it a literal legendary beast that's existed for ages? No way it bit the dust just like that.
Right?
I bet it's recharging in its lair or something. Then it'll come back when it's full of juice again.
Yeah, plus it's your ultimate, so you're fine.
I hope so.
You can just summon it whenever you pull on her banner. She knows these are just comforting words, but their concern for her gives her the strength to move forward nonetheless.
Portier! There you are! And the ghost-busting girl in Liang! Great!
Oh, and the ghost-busting girl. I love how that's just how everyone refers to her. Just like, Anan isn't a hard name to remember, but they just look at her and is like, Ghostbuster! You love that film. A familiar figure waves from the end of the hallway. It's generic cop number 1. Noticing Liang's slightly surprised expression, she slows her step.
Sorry. I mean, Officer Liang. But if you don't mind...
Of course I don't. Just call me Liang.
Liang. Despite her swift response, Liang still feels a little surprised when she sees the officer extend her hand toward her.
Where are my manners? Name's Jenny Carter. Just Jenny's fine. Unlike your instructor, I don't try to hide my appreciation of people. I gotta say, you've done an awesome job. Folks at the department have all been talking about it. We're proud of you. Please tell me there's some way to postpone the end of your field training.
Don't worry, I have a whole side story we can do. And this is the second hand Liang has shaken today.
Thank you. That's very kind. What brings you here?
Deputy Chief Eldon, of course. Who else? Foundation staff have arrived. They're gonna take over Qi Xing's interrogation and everything. They're gonna take the film reel back to their headquarters, too.
Oh, the film reel still exists? I thought it was taken out of this realm.
But your request has been approved. We can watch Reunion of the Three Swallows before they take it away.
Oh, is it no longer cursed? We can just watch it normal?
For crying out loud, the DAA isn't a movie theater. Where'd all these people come from?
Eldon scans the group before him.
My apologies, sir. I invited them.
My apologies, sir, but I had to see this shit.
This may be the only chance for Teresa's last work to be shown to the public. I want as many people to see it as possible. Every filmmaker wants their work to be shown to the world. I appreciate your understanding.
Yep. The little doll. Before Eldon can respond, Anand cuts in.
Come on, sir. It's
sir.
no big deal. Everyone here knows what really happened. We just want to know what the film's about.
Yeah.
I can't get over
Didn't
the
you see
little
something
fucking
on TV
kid
about
in her thing.
assistance and feedback? You'd be going back on your word if you ignored us now.
Hey, don't you go talking circles around me again.
Even in this harmonious scene, the two men can't help but bicker. They're just destined lovers like that, you know the drill. Poitier rolls her eyes. Luckily, the two are quickly interrupted by a woman in a Foundation uniform.
No need to worry, Deputy Chief Eldon. After thorough examination, we've determined that the film reel no longer possesses the ability to twist reality.
That's good.
It was our negligence that allowed the film to be taken in the first place. So, as Mr. Zhou said, the people deserve to know the truth. Besides, every viewer is required to sign this confidentiality agreement before entering the screening room. Alright everyone, please hurry. The movie starts in 15 minutes.
Oh god, of course, the Foundation staff and their fucking forms. Like, don't worry. I have all of the confidentiality agreements. They're out already. I got them.
Oh, I'm pumped. No way I'm missing this. Give me a pen.
With their little cat mouth. I love the cat mouths. They're so cute. Anand heads over to the desk and the DAA officers and Chinatown private detectives follow suit. Liang and Noir, on the other hand, hang back. They already signed the confidentiality agreement. After all, they were the ones who drafted it.
You have my thanks, Vigil. If it weren't for you, I doubt Ah Sing and I would have had this chance to watch our good friend's swan song.
Oh, is
I also
here?
have to thank you for helping me stop Ah Sing and for helping me keep my promise.
Your promise?
Your promise? Noir pats her hands on her thighs.
Yes,
come sit in my lap.
I swore on these two legs. In the past, all I cared about was making the best film. I saw everyone, even my actors and writers, as tools to reach that goal. But I was wrong. There's no such thing as a best film, only a better film. And to make a better film, I need a team around me. What matters most is the people who make the film, not the film itself.
True. She turns her head and looks towards the bolted door at the other end of the room.
But as long as we're living, there's still a future. Maybe I should hire a good lawyer for Ah Sing. They can probably secure a shorter sentence.
They probably could.
When she's free again, both physically and mentally, perhaps we can make a movie together, just like old times.
That'd be cute. Liang is momentarily stunned.
Are you sure? With all due respect, Miss Noah, that will probably be a very long time from now.
Not if my lawyers have anything to say about it. She cockily smiles.
Even if we're old ladies by then, as long as we can still move, I'm certain we can make movies. Speaking of which, you'd make an excellent addition to my crew, Miss Liang. Don't hesitate to contact me if you reconsider your career choice.
If you ever want a better career than cop, which isn't a hard ask, like you can only go up from here.
You're very generous, Miss Noah. But I think I'll stick to being a fan for the time being.
God, I
look
love
forward to
Noir.
seeing what
I'm
you do
gonna have
next.
to pull on her. Like, I have no choice but to pull on Noir, I feel. Even though I
You
don't
won't
really
be
need a
disappointed.
grass unit. I don't need a grass unit, but like, look at her. She's perfect. I love her.
By the way, have you seen Miss Latham lately? I tried to invite her, but she didn't pick up the phone. She must have left it in her room again.
Oh no, I hope she remembers all this.
Actually, I ran into her at the hospital earlier. Miss Scott just regained consciousness. She wanted to visit her.
Hopefully now that Scott isn't possessed by evil spirits, maybe she'll be a little less evil. Noir's smile fades slightly, and a contemplative expression comes over her.
Miss Scott, something tells me that there's still an unsolved mystery there.
There is.
You mean a truth hidden behind all these incidents?
Yes, like a chessboard, where the pawns placed on the front line. Somehow, we've managed to fight our way out, escaping our planned doom. But who is the player who placed us there? They are still a mystery, watching us from the shadows. I don't like this feeling.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be resolved until like an actual
keep an eye on the
story
matter.
event.
I already made a detailed report to my superiors. If there's
Superiors.
anything else going on, I'm sure the vigils will put a stop to it.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
Little dull nods. Noir's expression does not ease. It seems the title Visuals Bureau doesn't bring her much confidence. Mainly because they're also fucking cops. Before Liang can inquire further, Poitier calls her.
Hey, you two! Get your asses in the screening room! We're all waiting for you!
On our way!
On our way!
Nothing's more
I am
important
bringing
than
my
a movie
ass.
that's about to start. Let's go, Vigil.
Nothing's more important than a movie. Yeah, you know, I'm not quite sure if that's fair to say, girl. Oh, her name is Ira Poitier. Constant stop. Yo, why are we getting a banger all of a sudden? Cameo Matilda. Ann Lee wasn't really much of a cameo. She's kind of important. At least somewhat. Good shit. Good shit. How'd we get a banger out of nowhere? Oh. But we're not done yet. Exclusive interviews with cast members. That morning, we lay amidst the ruins and Sis handed me a bottle of beer. Suddenly I understood. I already had the whole world. I just hadn't bothered to look. You're right. If we cut out the chaotic, corrupted footage, this could be a great film. That line, it's so Teresa. A house can be rebuilt, and the gaps between friends can be melded. She always loved life. It's hard to believe, especially after seeing this. A Teresa like this would never have taken her own life. You're right. Miss Vigil, thank you. Her creation being restored to its original form is something I'm truly grateful for. It's all thanks to you and your team. About Kuei-Ling, I'm more sorry than you can imagine. This wasn't my intention, but ultimately my selfish behavior caused this to happen. If there's anything I can do to make amends, there's no need to feel guilty, Miss Kuei-Ling. Kuei-Xing? I don't know. Purging the ghost plague is part of Kuei-Ling and mine's duty. I know that you really like those movies, and it must have really let you down, eh, kid? I won't lie, I was a little disappointed, but it doesn't matter. Leo 7 is still my favorite character, and that will never change. Thank you. Wait a moment, Kuei-Xing. Before you and the officers leave, Miss Lang and I need to confirm one last thing. There's something in your testimony that's been eating at me. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're lying. The Vigil's interrogation experts confirm that much. But even you probably noticed the sequence of events that led you to become the Knife Piercer. You stole the reel and caused the incident in Chinatown, but your motives seem inconsistent. I feel like I'm missing a piece of this puzzle. It's almost like the memory gap's affecting Loggerhead, but your expertise in arcane skills surpasses hers. Perhaps you can recall something. I'm sorry, I really don't remember. I only recall how it all began. I got word that Reunion of the Three Swallows had found its way out of Foundation storage and back into the black market. I even got into the secret auction for it, though some intermediaries, but unfortunately I didn't have the dough. So I asked myself, who else out there could be so as fixated on that reel as me? And the answer to that was obvious. It's me. That's right. You're a public figure. Following you to Los Angeles wasn't difficult. I tracked down your intermediary pug dog, and for a bit of cash I got the time and location of your deal. I see. So the friendly advice Pug Dog gave me back then was about you. What a guy. Zero professional ethics. That night, my only objective was to take the reel from you. The question of who stole it from the Foundation wasn't something I even bothered to think about, but at the very last moment, a sliver of sense kicked in. It was a close call, but I managed to hold myself back. I think there was a moment when I really intended to kill that poor staffer, Miss Scott. I mean, you were pretty close. You fucking stabbed her in the neck. But I don't understand why I felt that way. You know the rest. The player that played us here. It's whoever hypnotized Scotto. Little Scotty. Banquet left by the comforter, wilting away. Aw, look at those Manus fucks. Here they are. Anonymous visitor. Oh, and this one's in a different transition.
Scott's ward. Scott's ward. Did I take a wrong turn?
Why isn't it labeled Scott's ward? Don't remember numbers.
Excuse me, Doctor. Could you tell me where Constance Scott's ward is? I'm kinda lost.
You're in the wrong area. You need to go straight forward this way, take a left at a corner, and a right at the next.
Forward, left, then right. Okay. I'll remember
Just give
it
her
now.
the number.
Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Sure. Oh god, that doctor was so out of it. Like, yeah, whatever, kid. Fuck off, please. Loggerhead makes her way down the hallway, muttering the directions to herself as she goes. Then she stops and turns back in confusion.
That's odd. Why do I feel like I talked to that doctor a few days ago?
You did.
Must just be my bad memory. The lady last time was more friendly.
She tilts her head before quickly deciding to let it go.
Wait, which way did she say again?
Aw, girl. Just record everything and play it back.
Sorry, Doctor. It isn't time for the routine checkup yet.
You're right. But yesterday's medical report showed some concerning fluctuations in the patient's data. It's probably nothing serious, but we should conduct a clinical check on the patient, just in case.
Please wait a moment. Let me verify this with your superior.
Of course, officer. You can never be too cautious, especially when the patient's involved in a sensitive case.
Yeah. Thanks for your...
Oh, there goes the hypnosis. Patient inside the ward hears the conversation outside the door come to an abrupt halt. She sits with her hands cuffed to the railing, turning her head away from the window toward the closed door before her. Oh, you can still talk? That's wild. There's no response from the other side. Several seconds later, the doorknob turns. Standing in the doorway is a doctor. He looks vaguely familiar.
Good afternoon, Miss Scott. How are you feeling today?
Before the door is closed again, Scott catches a glimpse of the Arcane Affairs officer standing straight ahead. He doesn't so much as glance in her direction. Something is wrong. Scott shoots up straight.
Who are you? Someone brought you these flowers.
Flowers?
Uh-oh. Only then does she notice that the doctor is holding a glass vase filled with pure white flowers, fresh and delicate.
No, something's not right.
No, this shit's weird.
I heard what you said to the officer. How are you supposed to do a medical check with a flower?
God, you're so easy to hypnotize, girl. Scott vaguely hears her own voice being swallowed, but somehow she doesn't care. All her attention is locked on the vase. Not the flowers, but the vase itself. At first glance, it looked like any other glass item, but now that it's under the sunlight, it is shimmering like crystal, refracting dreamlike colors around the ward.
Is this crystal?
Oh, crystal stars. Everyone's favorite Kirby game. A barrier blocking off her memories suddenly bursts.
It's you, madam. You said you wouldn't contact me unless something bad happened. Is there something wrong with the object you bought?
No, it is perfect. You have been of superb help.
The crystal. Oh no, the J.O. crystal. The true villain of the case.
It was my honor to serve you, madam. And I must say, you have incredible foresight.
Oh no,
The
she's
visuals
into
caught
it.
me, but they couldn't get any useful information because I can't remember any.
But you still seem to be in a rather precarious situation.
Yes, but you needn't worry. I can handle this myself.
That is good to hear.
The other end of the communication incantation falls silent. If not for the light still refracting from the vase, she might have thought the other party already hung up.
By the way, I met Matilda not long ago. She was worried about you. Have you not contacted her?
This is Matilda's mom? What?
That is not necessary. Were she more perceptive, she would have already discovered me herself. She will find me when she's ready.
What? Hold on. The J.O. crystal is Matilda's mom. Oh my god. Oh my god, la. The voice on the other side shows little interest in the topic of her daughter. Scott smirks to herself, but struggles to find another excuse to prolong the conversation. But her moment is already past. The colors twist and her consciousness begins to spiral.
What was I doing again?
I am contacting you to express my gratitude.
I am contacting you about your car's extended warranty.
Merci beaucoup, Miss Scott. And please believe me, you are far more gifted than you think.
You're far more gifted at being hypnotized than you realize. The woman's voice rings out from a particularly distorted and colorful spot in the room. It is elegant, dignified, and strangely familiar.
Who are you?
The voice does not answer.
However, those black dogs have a keener sense of smell than I thought. I am afraid our relationship has come to an end. Adieu, Miss Scott.
Adieu.
Wait.
No, Mommy, no. A bullet shatters the vase, shattering the dream and crashing her back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. At some point, the drawer was silently opened. A pair of black leather boots steps over the shards of the broken vase and comes to a stop at Scott's bedside.
Huh, they run fast, that's for sure. Looks like this fish is bigger than we thought.
Who the fuck are you? Black Ibis.
Have you figured out what happened to the two officers?
The woman turns to her cadet. A man, also dressed in the same black uniform, is dragging the unconscious body of the doctor who visited earlier, beside that of the DAA officer who had been keeping guard
They're
outside.
under some kind of hypnosis. Caster's no amateur either. Arcane fluctuations are impossible to trace.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
What is going on with this game, dude? She crouches down to pick up a shard of glass. As she examines it, her mouth curls into a
Not
smile.
Bad. This is really bad. We already knew Scott was the culprit, but you just had to use her as bait to reel in the fish hiding in the darkness.
Yeah.
Now all we have is Scott with no memories of what happened, and a stone-cold trail. Truly genius.
Truly
and
genius.
I still don't get why you're keeping all this from Liang. She's your cadet, and right here in the city. We should have had her join the investigation.
Wait, so this is the Bureau? The Vigils Bureau?
I can't wait to see her face when she finds out what's been going on. And I'm not defending you this time either.
Faced with her cadet's accusations, the woman feigns innocence.
Defending me? There's nothing to defend.
There's nothing to defend. I'm very guilty.
If you told her about our plan, she would have started acting differently and spooked our fish.
And spooked our fish.
Besides, the whole point of her field training program in the LAPD was to see if she could handle things on her own. And she's proven that she can. The Division of Arcane Affairs seems to adore her, so I'm sure the Deputy Chief will give her an excellent write-up. Everything's turned out great, hasn't it? See how considerate I am.
How considerate I
always do things in my
am.
cadet's best interests. How could you make me out to be such a heartless, irresponsible monster?
Oh no, you are not good enough of a voice actress to be doing this character. Because, like, obviously what she's trying to do is something like, how could you make me out to be such a heartless, irresponsible monster? Like, she's trying to, like, overact kind of thing of, like, oh, I'm not being bad, when she knows she is, and she's just being coy about it for fun. Like, that's clearly that's what I'm getting from this, at least. She exaggerates a sorrowful expression, which only makes her cadet roll his eyes in exasperation. Yeah, exactly, like that's what they're going for. But her voice acting just doesn't, like, express that at all, really?
Oh, don't give me that look. Anyway, I think I've got an idea as to what's going on.
Really?
Really? The woman drops her act and smiles knowingly.
Our big fish got away. Yes, but just confirming that a fish this big exists has already made this worth our time.
Big fish.
Now, back
Big
to the
ol'
stolen
fish.
arcane items. There are 5 in total, including the cursed film reel and the wind-up toy that the timekeeper shattered.
Alright,
Tell me, Bob.
so 3 more.
Does our fish need all 5 arcane items?
No, they probably
It's
only need
Alan,
1.
not Bob. How many times do I have to tell you?
Well, you have the same sprite as Bob, so...
And to answer your question, no. I don't think so. The wind-up toy has already been destroyed, and the film reel's been recovered by a fellow cadet. These items did cause a few problems, but I don't see any common thread between the incidents they caused.
Correct, Brian. Those 2 items were probably just decoys to divert our attention.
Again, it's Alan.
I don't care. Ignoring her cadet's correction, she goes on.
夫藏木于林，人皆视而不见. Of the 5 objects, they probably only need 1.
Yeah.
Take a guess, Buck. Which one do they need?
Take a guess, Buck. You know which one it is, Buck. We haven't clarified what all 5 objects are,
It's
so...
Alan. A-L-A-N. There isn't even a single B in it.
How are you making this mistake? Well, it's because I'm doing it intentionally to fuck with you. The cadet sighs, half in reluctance, half in realization.
Well, out of the 3, which one is... Wait, could it be?
The J.O. crystal.
Bingo.
Bingo! Bringo. By the way her cadet's face darkens, she can tell he has found the
Does
answer.
that mean the legend's real? It can really be used in that ritual?
It would seem so.
No, why are you keeping us in the
So,
dark here?
It's Manus Vindicte again.
Well, it always is. Who else would be doing this shit? He speaks the name, his expression
They must have
grim.
planted a mole somewhere among the Foundation's elites. Someone with clearance to the Arcanum Containment Department.
It seems our fish doesn't wear the black robe.
They wear the white robe. The woman taps her chin. This response makes her cadet's eyes widen in disbelief.
So you're saying there's someone behind all this who wants to perform that ritual, and
That
somehow has the means to steal from the Foundation? There's just no way.
The stolen items would probably go to the Manus eventually. But I have a hunch that our wily fish isn't totally on their side. Manus Vindicte obviously considered the succubus a valuable asset before she got away, right? So if our fish was a die-hard loyalist, they would have delivered the wind-up toy to their master straightway, rather than letting it be passed
Not
around
straightaway.
all over the place. While our fish is in collusion with Manus Vindicte, they are swimming in murky waters. They may be pursuing their own agenda.
They're playing both sides, so they always win. They might be just a free agent who doesn't really have allegiance. She curls her lips into a smile and flicks the shard of glass from between her fingers.
Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they?
Things are starting to get interesting.
Like I said earlier, not bad at all.
With that, the 2 figures in black vanish out the door. And we turn off the TV from there. Alright, I see what we're doing here. So that's setting up for either the next event or the next, like, big story piece. I wouldn't be surprised if either one. It is cool how they use the events in that way to set up later story stuff. Alright, let's get a good team here.
It depends on the budget.
Your every desire is my command.
If I'm gonna use Anjonala, I kind of have to use Villa. Because they work together well, whereas Kakanya kind of doesn't work well with them.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Perfectly understood.
I admire charging. Loading.
Please, allow me.
Sharp fangs. Target confirmed.
Feel my dark embrace.
The light
that didn't do much
illuminates
at all. Anjonala, you gotta pick up your game here, girl.
Cheer up.
We share the same dream.
And you hypo a good point.
Well, I guess. Boo. Boo.
A brighter future for everyone.
A brighter future for everyone. For our dream, comrade.
Confirm the
I just like doing the voices in this game. They're fun. Lots of fun voices to do. Like, I'm never making fun of anyone. I'm just doing silly voices because I think they're enjoyable. Snapshot. Yeah, hit us with that good piano.
Charging.
Perfectly understood.
God, I did not need Villa here.
Hypothesis.
She was completely unnecessary in this endeavor.
Faraday's miracle.
I'm just so used to needing her for Anjonala usage.
The benefits of field mapping. Behold.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to change answers. Oh, it's been stopped. No. Kill frame. You monster. Right. Let's reroll.
Perfectly understood.
Loading. Charging.
Loading. Charging.
Do you
Loading.
have a little
Charging.
faith in me, master?
Dynamo times 14. I don't know what the dynamo does, but I'm sure it's good.
Aim
I'm
and
sure
shoot.
it's helpful.
Stay back, I say.
The light that illuminates all.
Oh yeah, she's done for. Oh, whoa, hello. Oh, we didn't see that last time, actually. Why didn't we see that last time? Is that like a glitch? Weird.
Keep going. For our
Dream, comrade. Thank you for the salute, ma'am. We love to see it. We love to see the communist vision. 2, 1, go!
Join with us, comrades.
Wow, this shit is so good. The song hits. The song hits hard.
Perfectly understood.
I admire your courage.
Oh,
Charging.
I love the crackliness of it to, like, for old film reels. Like, it's good. Good shit.
Loading.
Love it.
Please,
Love it.
allow me.
I'm a sucker for
Hot scale.
aesthetics, you know?
Aim and
Like, when you fit the aesthetic well, I'm gonna enjoy that.
Eliminate target.
Feel my dark embrace. Hell's gates.
Charging.
A good point.
I'm
and your
actually not
hypothesis.
gonna use this
Target
yet.
confirmed.
Because I'm gonna get it naturally through here. Like that. Oh wait, no, I should've. Whatever. Not that big of a deal. Not that big
Calculating
of a fuck up.
distance. The benefits of field mapping.
It will be when this becomes a boss in the mains bulletin, but that's to worry about later. And we don't gotta worry about that right now.
Loading. Charging.
Loading, charging, loading, charging, loading, charging.
Barrage.
Barrage. Oh. Record.
Faraday's miracle.
Dark embrace. Stay back, I say.
We share the same dream.
Yep. Let me use this. Get this here. And we can do boop,
We share
boop.
Hello, master.
No. What we need to do is you here. Boop,
We share the
boop,
floating.
boop,
Hello,
boop,
master.
and then boop
I
on
will
you.
remember your sacrifice to a
Oh
brighter
wait, no, we
future.
should have done that after. I'm stupid. I forgot. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Ignore my faults. Ignore
The
the
light
faults
that
in my
illuminates
plays.
Feel my dark embrace.
Good shit.
Together,
Done 'em.
we are fearless.
Together, we are fearless. It's true. No, don't record my sleepy
Child
girl.
of science.
My sleepy robot girl.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. Nice. Sweet dreams.
Keep going. For our dream, comrade.
He's such a cutie. We love the communist fish. If you don't love the communist fish in this house, then we don't love you. Exotic Beast Guide. 1. 1! Yeah, we've gotten a good amount of the achievements already. We got these two at the very least. Yeah, we can't... I think I've gotten every achievement I can get at this point. Because most of them are locked until you get hard mode. This I could do now, but I'll do that in a bit. The Great Trickster. Yo, and Lee's anecdote. Hell yeah, she better be voiced, I want her. Being alone can get downright lonely. Having company isn't so bad. That's rain hazard shit, whatever that is when it happens. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I just can't do right now, because you gotta wait. And I hate waiting. And you know, it's what must be done. Must wait for the funny events to unlock. Yeah, I think that'll be all for today. It was a shorter stream, but I think I'll just do sow and reap in my own time. And everything else is here. I guess we're done with Reverse 1999 until the next event shows up. Which is gonna be a while, 33 days, that sucks. But you know, a whole month, but next month, I'll be here, streaming the game. So I'll see y'all then.